Frank Scott standing alongside as well as the cars roll down out of turn 4 back to the start-finish line. Will they see through? Yes, they do. Trying to take them off to turn 1.
Green flag's out, and immediately Joe Williamson Jr. chucks it down to the inside. Roland Isaacs relegated to second. Bill Kimmel Jr. goes third. The number 11 of Joe Williamson Sr. moves into the number 4 spot. Frank Kimmel rides fifth on the field. Big bottleneck near the tail of the field is David Clyde, Tice Thompson, and the number 12 of Gregg Harvey all trying to jockey for position. Out front, it's Joe Williamson Jr. as they complete lap number 1 with 29 remaining.
Joe Williamson Jr. rolls them around the back of the D-shaped oval here as they head downhill to turn number 4. Back across the start finish line. The Cavaliers plus number 53 in front. It's the Apex trailer number 4. Roman Isaacs running to second. Number 69 of Bill Kimmel Jr. holds down third.
The top 3 cars have put just a little daylight between themselves and the 4th place running Joe Williamson Sr. And then it's about 10 car lengths back to Jim Bartley, who runs at 5th place. Good battle for 6th going on right now as Junior Blankenship tries to put his Price Baird creation underneath Frank Kimmel for the number 6 spot. He drops back in line, and he has Chuck Winters right on his back bumper as they head onto the front straightaway.
Indeed, Chuck Winters standing back here in the pit right behind him, number Steve Webb, holding down outside that top 10 spot right now. We are 26 laps down in this event, soon to be 25 right now. Away from the finish, that's number 53 of Joe Williamson. He is quickly making his way up on the end of the back part. It's the number 17 machine, Gregg Harvey, that is holding down that position as Joe whips around him effortlessly down to turn 4.
Good battle back around the number 7 spot right now as Chuck Winters motors up to the inside of Junior Blankenship onto the front straightaway, and Chuck Winters now pulls into the number 7 position. Blankenship will go 8th, followed by Bill Webb running 9th, and then rounding out the top 10, George Koch driving Dave Culmer's Chevrolet Lumina.
George really pushed him to get this right this year. He said at his past selection out of this year, he's almost in 7th heaven. It was a dream come true, as pretty much all he has to do is bring his helmet, his driving suit, gets ready to go.
I tell you what, a lot of kids tonight are hoping Bill Kimmel Jr. wins this event. We had one contestant's name drawn from the admission ticket stubs here tonight. And if their selection wins tonight's feature event, all the kids in the grandstand here tonight at Louisville Speedway will qualify to win a Hershey's treat from Kroger Supermarkets. The winner's name was drawn. They selected Bill Kimmel Jr. as the probable winner of this race. Right now, he's in the number 3 spot. If he can move it up to number 1 in time for the checkered flag, all the kids here at the Speedway tonight will get a free Hershey's chocolate bar.
Well, as much as our drivers love kids, I've got serious doubts that the number 4, Roland Isaacs, and the 53 of Joe Williamson side and let Bill come on through. But Bill's going to work his way around as they into some heavy traffic. A lot of the slower lap cars now waiting right in front of the race leader as they head up to turn 2 back around the oval. It's number 53 of Joey Williamson Jr. still leading the way, but he's going to get around the inside of that number 25 car.
Yeah, I tell you, there's about 5 slower cars directly ahead of our race leader, and Joe Williamson Jr. hesitates for a moment before going to the inside of Jeff Johnson. This has allowed Bill Kimmel Jr. to hop to the outside of Roland Isaacs. He's trying to take away second as Isaacs nails the back bumper of Joe Williamson Jr.'s car. Into turns 1 and 2, Kimmel shoots around the outside of Isaacs, then picks off Joe Williamson Jr. onto the back straightaway. They're side by side for the lead, moving up behind Jerry Lee as they head for turn 4.
Like a classic pick-in basketball, Bill managed to wedge in number 13 of Tice Thompson right in between him and the leader, and right around the outside, textbook fashion. So now chalk up the number 69 of Bill Kimmel Jr. in the Right Way Industries car as he leads the way. There's 16 laps remaining, soon to be 15, coming home to halfway. This time across the start finish line.
It could be a candy bar kind of night for the kiddos here in the main grandstands if Bill Kimmel Jr. can hold on to the lead just over the halfway point of the race now. Running at second, it's Joe Williamson Jr. in his number 53 Compiers Plus Racing Chevrolet. Then Roland Isaacs in the Apex Trailer Services Company Camaro going the number 4 spot, the number 11 of Joe Williamson in the Compiers Plus Racing Chevrolet. And then Frank Kimmel rounding out the top 5 in the Right Way Industries Racing Lumina.
Bill Kimmel Jr. wins. Not only will the kids get on candy bars tonight, Bill will also pick up a $100 Right Way Industries
just past the top 5. We have the number 68, Frank Kimmel, running 5th. Then going 6th, Chuck Winders. Going 7th, it'll be the number 5, I believe, of Bill Webb. And then we pick up George Koch, then Larry Metters, then David Clyde, perhaps, and then the number 1 of Steve Webb, and then Josh Clemens, a rookie in this division for 1995. So that's the way the top 5 look now with 11 laps to go. Junior Blankenship slows on the back straightaway, Dean, and appears to be headed to the pit area.
Indeed he does, as he backs off the throttle quite a bit and does move into the pit area. So Junior Blankenship out of the thick of things for tonight's racing event. We're 10 laps away from the junior flag. Right now, Bill Kimmel Jr. seems to be disappointed to this track as he skids around the inside of Jim Kirk, down the front straightaway, across the start-finish line, pointing up some more back markers, but he has widened the distance between him and the second-place runner, number 53, of Joe Williamson Jr.
Joe Williamson Jr. finding it difficult to get around Brian Baum and the number 9 of Jim Kirk. They've been racing side by side a lap down. He now picks along the inside of Jim Kirk, sets himself up to make a pass on the inside of Brian Baum. They're back into turns 1 and 2. Roland Isaacs continues to run at 3rd on the field, and then running 4th, Joe Williamson Sr., followed by Frank Kimmel. They're over in turn 3.
Indeed they are, as they head downhill now back to the start-finish line. Kimmel breaks across the line and Johnson his home base. Joe Williamson Jr. now finding a little bit of inside momentum there from the Baum machine.
Trouble in turn 4. 2 cars involved. Gregg Carby in car number 12, the number 10 of Rick Allen out of Southern Indiana. It'll bring the field under a red flag race condition as they, I believe, anticipate some oil or debris on the track down in the 4th turn area. So the 94 to 95 mile per hour pace has been slowed to a stop here at Louisville Speedway with only 8 laps remaining in tonight's feature event. 5 racing season, driving a 1995 Chevy Monte Carlo. They're back under green at LMS.
And Joe Williamson Jr. made no time at all in getting around those back markers as he is now right on the back bumper of Bill Kimmel Jr. Bill just pulling away though on the back of the D-shaped course as they come downhill to turn 4. Back to the front straightaway. It's Kimmel by about 5 car lengths as they cross the start.
Kimmel has a bunch of motor underneath that hood as he rumbles off and thunders down the back straightaway area, opening up about a 7-car length advantage over the number 53 of Joe Williamson Jr. Roland Isaacs and Don Jackson's Chevy Camaro currently in the number 3 position, the Apex Trailer Services sponsored Chevrolet. Then again, going forward, Joe Williamson Sr., the Copiers Plus Racing Camaro. Frank Kimmel now drawing a bead up on the outside of Joe Williamson Sr. Dean, we've got a battle for 4th.
And the problem that Williamson is having is Josh Clemens is right in front of him. And Williamson's trying to get around. Kimmel is right there behind as well. The inside group opens. And Chuck Winders goes on a spin in turn 1.
Well, I tell you, Frank Kimmel was trying to make his move around the outside of Joe Williamson Sr. Chuck Winders tried to go for a spot, but then suddenly the rear end of the car broke. Around Winders went. He drops back out of the top 10. As a matter of fact, he will go a lap down over in turn number 3. So tough luck for Chuck Winders the second night in a row here at Louisville Speedway. We've got 3 to go.
Undoubtedly, crosses the start-finish line. 3 left right now. And the number 4 machine, Roland Isaacs has gotten around Joe Williamson Jr. now to take over 2nd. Williamson is in at 3rd with Williamson Sr. holding down 4th, but not for long as Frank Kimmel goes to the outside down to turn 4.
Well, good battle back at 4th place. Frank Kimmel and Joe Williamson side by side into turns 1 and 2. Roland Isaacs, the 2nd place running car, now has about 3 to 4 car lengths over Joe Williamson Jr. But that great battle back at 4th place, coming to the white flag this time around, Bill Kimmel Jr. of Clarksville, Indiana. He's off into turns 1 and 2, Dean Taylor.
Kimmel is over number 4, lead over him and the rest of the field, so it looks like all of our kids here at Louisville Speedway tonight are going to walk away with a free candy bar, and Bill's going to collect the Lightweight Industries clean sweep bonus as he comes across the winner.
Checkered flags out. Bill Kimmel Jr. will go to victory lane here on opening night for the